to today's video. I'm Jazar 25 and welcome. Today we're going to be having the fitness news. That's pretty awesome. Today we're going to be doing the 6 best shoulder workouts to improve your game and to get stronger in the gym. So come on in and we'll talk about it in detail. If you go on and like today's video, give it a big thumbs up and smack that like button and subscribe after the video. Now let's get into it. Today's video. Today we'll be talking about the 6 best shoulder workouts you can try at the gym and even at home. Well, let's get into it. Number 1, the pre-exhausted lateral raises with isometric hold. About this move, I've been looking to tweak my technique on just about every shoulder exercise to take my upper traps out of the moment as much as possible. This is especially true with lateral raises, where I find that most people, myself included, tend to shrug their shoulders as they raise the weights. I start my delt workouts with this lateral raise to perfect, and the middle delts to boost my mind muscle connection. To better reduce upper traps engagement, I focus on keeping my shoulders down, which allows for better delt isolations. These tricks, training tips for this, keeping a very slight bend in your elbows that you hold throughout the entire set. Focus on leading with your elbows on getting them up to a point at which your upper arms are parallel with the floor, with the wrist slightly below. Try to maintain this form as you hold the weight in position at the top. Do 3 sets of 5 to 15 reps with a slight, very light weight. I use about a 10 kilo dumbbell for each arm, most of the time to avoid any jerking movements and to minimize trap engagement. Number 2, isolated incline lateral raises. About this move, this exercise works the middle delts head from the different angle than typical standing or seated lateral raises. I find it works the muscle closer to its insertion of the arm. Everyone does some kind of lateral raises movement in their delt routine, but as with any muscle group, changing the angle alters the way you can do it. I like to use this exercise towards the beginning of my shoulder workout because of its extreme isolation. It's simply hard to cheat when you're laying on a bench. I often use it to pre-exhaust the middle head before doing upper rows, for example, or I start at the supersets. Key training tips for this. Always keep your elbows higher than your wrists and your pinky finger higher than your thumb, as shown in the video I'll put on in a sec. So you will keep the tension of the middle head while resisting help from either the bench rails or from delts. I recommend 12 to 20 strict reps for each side for 3 sets, for any weight you feel comfortable with. Number 3, single arm shoulder press with static hold. This exercise combines partial reps at various stages of the movement as well as the static hold, generating an insane pump. Holding a pair of dumbbells in standing position of seated overhead dumbbell presses with about 90-degree bend in both arms. Press one weight up to a point that covers about 1/3 of the range of the moment. Lower it, press up again to 2/3 of the movement. Lower it and press up a 3rd time, this time covering the full movement. All that equals 1 rep for 1 arm. And the training tips are, I use these in 2 ways. As a pre-exhausted to start my shoulder workout, which generates a deep burning from the get-go, or at least exercises to finish with a great pump. Choosing a lighter weight than you use for normal shoulder presses are good for this workout. Number 4, learning single arm barbell lateral raises. This is more a
isolated version of the standing lateral raises because you're minimizing thrust through your lower body. Using a bar rather than a dumbbell forces you to use more of a stability muscles to not only your wrist and forearm but in your shoulders too. Hold on to an object that's secure, like a power cage, a squat rack, or a cable stand. Be sure to keep your body still so you don't need to start swinging to get the weight up, which would reduce the isolation effect. I use this variation mostly as a finishing exercise at the end of my shoulder workouts. I do 4 sets of 15 reps with each arm with any weight you feel comfortable with. Number 5. Single arm battle rope burnout. I love incorporating this training to my workouts as often as possible. Plus, it's fun to get away from the weight rack and challenge my body with something it's not used to. I do burnout sets of these at the end of my shoulder day to completely fatigue my delts and lats. To focus on going to complete exhaustion, I sit on a exercise ball with good posture and my core engaged for stability. Sitting sideways to the rope, always to engage the middle delts, just like you're doing lateral raises, only with a faster motion. I keep my feet planted with my opposite arm resting on my leg to help maintain good acknowledgement. You can also face forward on this move, doing one arm at a time, which shifts the primary focus to the front delts. Number 6, and the last one, guys, cable extender rotation. The shoulder joint, or complex as is actually made up of several separate joints. Unstable because it is a ball and socket structure. The majority of the joint stability comes from having an active web of muscles that wrap the joint. Apart from the big delts muscles, there is a group of muscles commonly referred as to the rotator cuffs that underpin a lot of the major movements of the shoulder. This exercise focuses on the major muscles of the rotator cuffs, which strengthens and stabilities and strengthens your muscles throughout your body. Will become imbalanced at the greater risk of injury, so watch out, guys. And the training tips for these ones are depress your shoulders and anchor your shoulders so they don't move. Always keep your elbow tight and fixed to your side. Controlling the movement is important, but part of the lift, which will increase the time under tension. You often see individuals standing with a dumbbell using the same motion as you see in the video, but this is actually a fail. With a cable, the line pull is coming directly across your body. With a dumbbell, it's straight down. If you want to use a dumbbell, lie on your side on a bench. The standard rep range is 10 to 15 with a very light weight. Maintain a slow, controlled tempo and perform 2 to 4 sets, depending on the total volume already in your workout. So guys, that's 6 of the best lateral raises and shoulder workouts you can try at the gym or at home. I hope you did enjoy this video, and I hope you learned something new. If you did, put it down in the comments section below and tell me about it. And if you got any information about me or any questions for me, and any topics you want me to talk about in the future, put them down below, and I'll be happy to talk about it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you.
There have been really good shoulder workouts in the past, but these ones are the best. If you go on and like today's video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe after my video. And please go and do these exercises at the gym, because they will give you more stronger shoulders and really help you along if you're training at the gym or just at home. So please go ahead and do that, and put it down in the comment section below if you got any suggested videos that you want me to do in the future about fitness or in gaming, and I'll do that in the future. So thank you guys for watching today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
When you wake up a zombie without the makeup trapper expectations, but wait for rumor to legend and adulation with my twist on the twist. Rap Berman's greatest irritation word to me.